People go to become a doctor, they spend 7 years, right, in school, pay back 250 grand in student loan debt, then spend 3 more years in residency, making 60,000 a year after 10 years to hopefully self-incorporate, open a practice, make 500 grand a year.
Yeah.
Literally, you can get in sales and you can make 500 grand year one. By the way, what does it cost to get in sales? Zero.
Look, I agree with this because obviously I've done the same thing, but I can see why it pisses people off. And the reason it pisses people off is they're projecting their lack of desire to do sales onto the concept itself, not realizing different people have different motives and values. The problem is most people who are bitter about things like this, they like looking successful. They want to look successful, but they don't necessarily want to be successful. They would rather look successful than be successful. They want to wear a nice suit to work, and they want to, look at. It's the same people that wouldn't want to do something like oil drilling or something like that. You make a ton of money, but it's hard work. And because sales has rejection, because sales has some stigmas attached to it, maybe some people who do sales can tend to be narcissistic, they look at sales and don't see it as a viable opportunity. But if you just take a step back and realize I don't have to spend any money to get good at this, and I can make a lot of money very quickly, and I can have a meaningful career out of it, and ideally I can get to a point where I don't have to sell anymore and I can actually run teams of salespeople, it's a pretty viable option. So I know that it pisses people off, and why it pisses them off, and they don't want to hear this. They want to look successful more than they want to be successful. And yes, sometimes you've got pressure from your parents, sometimes you've got, outside forces that make you do a certain thing. But by and large, I do think people are entitled and they would rather look successful than be successful.